Hey, what's up everybody? I was just gonna run out here and film a real quick video, super simple, but I really wanted to show you this. Every year we do the miniature golf course for Little Tool's birthday party, 4th annual. Last year, well let's see, the first 2 years I noticed this. But you see that area that looks better than the rest of my lawn? My lawn looks pretty terrible. It was completely dry and super hot for 2 months. This last weekend we got rain. I came out and mowed, the grass like exploded when we got that rain. I came out and mowed and a bunch of areas were scalping, there was brown showing, it was dry, it was stressed. But that area, you see that, looks fantastic. That was the 18th hole. That was scalped. You can see like the exact outline of the steps. That was supposed to be like steps going up to the flag for the end of the Mario game because the theme was Mario, yeah, whatever. But anyway, you can see the exact outline of the steps. All of the holes, all of them except, I will say this, except for the ones that were on the Tahoma 31. The Tahoma 31 did not scalp the same way and it recovered faster, and there's not as much of an obvious difference on the Tahoma 31. Tahoma 31 is my favorite Bermudagrass. Anyway, that different video for a different time. But on the Tipway 419, it has scalped. So just basically, over the course of the season, as I've mowed, tried to keep it low, you get a little bit behind here and there. I've got a family, life gets busy, so the grass gets a little bit too tall, and then when you mow too much off, it scalps, so like a little bit at a time. Like I said, it rained, the grass exploded, and so then when I went and mowed it at a ½ inch again, it scalped quite a bit. My lawn looks terrible. What I've done in the past is I've gone and scalped everything. Sorry about those cicadas. You're probably getting like, those really loud right in the microphone right now, but it is what it is. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, in the past, I have scalped the whole thing. I've scalped my whole lawn after the miniature golf course because of the results that I saw the first couple years doing it and saw how much better the grass looked. So this you could call a mid-season scalp. You could call it a height of cut reset. Basically what we're doing is we're getting rid of all the brown. As the Bermudagrass grows up taller, more brown shows up on the bottom part of that grass. So as the grass grows taller, then you cut down into that brown part, and it just takes a long time for that to degenerate. But if you can go scalp it, cut it down lower and get rid of all that brown, then there's only green left to grow up and it looks fantastic. So now I am torn. I think I'm gonna have to scalp this weekend. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of clippings, a lot of bagging involved in that, and it's kind of a pain. But I didn't do it this year because after the birthday party, it was like 105 degrees that week and I did not feel like it. Laziness. That's my excuse. It was laziness. So anyway, I'm thinking now, it has cooled down a little bit. So now I'm thinking this weekend, that's going to be my big project. Maybe, unless I wimp out. But I think I'm going to scalp all of the Tipway 419. Again, the Tahoma 31 does not need it, which is amazing. But anyway, the Tipway 419 is my front yard, side and backyards. I will scalp and then it will recover. This has only been 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, it looks amazing. The rest of the yard will recover exactly the same way. So anyway, that's the plan. Also, wanted to throw in there, this is the reason why I think overseeding Bermudagrass is worthless. The video that I have seen about overseeding Bermudagrass, the process basically went scalp everything, top dress with sand, then put like seed down, water it a lot, fertilize it, and then, hey, look at this, 2 weeks later, it looks fantastic. I want you to take that grain of salt now, because you can imagine Bermudagrass seed barely even starts to germinate in that amount of time. You don't even need to overseed. If you just scalp it, and especially if you top dress it, anybody who's ever top dressed their lawn, you cover it with sand, and when that grass pops through it, oh, it's green and amazing because you've covered up all that brown with sand, and now there's only green popping through. So if you scalp it and top dress it, it's gonna look perfectly dark green. It's gonna look better. So like showing results after an overseed, when you've scalped and top dressed, when you put down seed, my opinion is that the seed didn't do anything. I don't think you need it. The Bermudagrass does it all by itself. The Bermudagrass fills in. You don't need to overseed because Bermudagrass spreads. That's one of the most amazing things about Bermudagrass, and one of the least, I guess, the most difficult things about Bermudagrass if you're talking about like into flower beds and stuff. But anyway, so there's my 2 cents. You should scalp in the summer. I should have. I wish I would have, and now I'm going to, I guess, because it looks awesome in the spots where it was scalped, all the miniature golf holes. And you should not overseed Bermudagrass, at least well-established Bermudagrass where it's thick. There's no point. If you have like big bare areas, okay, that's different. Maybe I wouldn't call that overseeding. I'd call that just seeding bare areas. But anyway, semantics. So that's it. Simple video. Like I said, I just wanted to show you that because of my experience over the years of doing this. That is what I've learned, because that is what I have seen on all the miniature golf holes. So hopefully you can learn something from it. There you go. We'll see you later. Have a good one.